Yo, what's up guys, it's Nigel here, and today I am back with another fighting game news for a month. And we're talking about December of last year of 2023. A lot of news happened last year, so if the video, I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible, but you know, who knows, it might take a little longer, but we'll see. Now, if there's anything that I did miss in this video, let me know down below. Like, you know, for instance, I think last month on, not December, but the other month after that, November, I missed Rivals of Ether news, I believe. So, you know, just let me know if I miss anything, you comment it down below. And yeah, with that being said, there's going to be timestamps if you want to skip to a certain section, and let's begin with the video. The first topic we're going to talk about is Tekken 8, because it has the most trailers normally, as of usual, because the game's coming out literally in 3 weeks. So, yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie, the Dragon House trailer was pretty cool. I didn't know exactly how they were going to change him too much, but him having like that thing where he can smack you back against the wall is kind of insane. I think that was the most insane thing in the trailer. His rage art is kind of like but he does look very cool. Like if I was a Dragunov main, I would be definitely stoked to use him. I would be a little salty about the rage art, but his moves look pretty cool. I like what they're doing with him, and the interaction with him and Victor is pretty sick. Even though he can't really say anything, he just looks at him like okay. So I'm wondering what's like the full animation for that, but yeah. And also him doing I think it's his heat smash where he smacks you on the ground, you bounce off, and he smacks you on the ground, you bounce off again, and the Urian tackle, that tackle, bro. I think that's probably my favorite move that he did in the trailer for me, honestly, because it reminded me of Urian. I need to see that in Street Fighter 6, hopefully, maybe in like season 3 or something. But yeah, overall really good trailer. And then next up would be Yoshimitsu's trailer, which I think a lot of people were expecting, because he, besides I want to say maybe Eddie Gordo, he's like another very popular character in the Tekken community for casuals. So it's no shock that a lot of people like the trailer. Like his moveset's pretty cool. This is probably the coolest he's ever been in a Tekken game. Like in Tekken 7, he did not look good at all. Like he's not that cool. This version of Yoshimitsu is really cool, and I like how we don't know the basis of fully what's going on with him, but it's like Yoshimitsu, maybe another version of Yoshimitsu is inside of the sword, like the cursed blade of Yoshimitsu. I'm like, I wonder what's going on. That's kind of sick. So I'm hoping they'll explain that a bit more too. But his gameplay is pretty cool. It seems like he has life steal, kind of like in Soul Calibur for that version of Yoshimitsu. He gets his life back if he does certain moves. So I'm really curious how that's going to work out and how much health he's going to get back, because you get melted in this game. So I wonder if it's going to be a big chunk of health back or not, because I think that will matter. If he gets a little bit of health, it's not going to matter too much. But if it's actually a decent amount, then it could be really valuable. So I'm very curious on how they're going to balance that out. And then after that, the next character trailer was Shaheen. And I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I don't think there's really no way you can make him really cool. Like, he gets made fun of literally in his own trailer. It's kind of funny. Like, I really, whenever I see this trailer, I'm like, he's a waste of character. Like, it should have been Eddie. Like, legitimately, it should have been Eddie. I think that's what most people agree upon there. At least in my opinion. Maybe the 2% of Shaheen mains out there might disagree, but listen, he ain't that cool, brother. He's like, if you look at even in his gameplay, it's pretty much the same. He only has like, I want to say like 2 different new moves that I noticed, which is like his freaking Tatsumaki Seppuku. That's what it looks like to me. And I think he had the neck break, but now has like a new visual effect or something, and like he has a new cancel now. He can still do what is it, like Law's, because Law has it too, like the sliding low thing. He has that still, but I didn't really notice anything because I don't really see Shaheen, because no one really cares about him. So it's like, and even in the trailer, like I said, he gets made up by Kazuya, because like, you killed my friend. It's like, I'm fed up, bro. Shut up. No one cares about your friend. No one cares about you, because like even his rage art's not even that cool. So it's like, dude, whatsoever, I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with me down. It was not that good, not that interesting. It was kind of bland. But yeah. Then after that, we get an actually interesting trailer, which would be Kuma. Now, in Kuma's trailer, I wasn't really sure how they're going to make him out to be in this game, honestly. But him getting Heihachi's moves makes sense, but I think they should have added a bit more to it, even though, you know, it's technically Reina now. But I think they should have did a bit more, because if that's the case, well then, if Panda is really similar to them, then I'm just like, man, there's no real difference here. It's just that they're a slight hybrid from what they were before. Because he has an electric now, which I think is the most interesting thing that he has, or a bariatric, that's what I'm going to call it. But it has like a water effect, so I think that's cool. But I mean, he looks like he's playing the exact same pretty much. I mean, he has a cool new heat smash thing. Well, everybody has a heat smash, that's new to them, but where he brings out the fish. His rage art's cool, but his gameplay just looks like the same. So I wonder for when the Panda trailer drops, if it's going to be the exact same or not. And then Panda just has Xiaoyu moves or whatever. I don't know. Also, I think the funny bit of Kuma's trying to like, hey, will you marry me to Panda? I think that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, Panda was a little too rude. She could have just said no politely, but she's a little too sassy. I'm not gonna lie. He deserves better. Kuma deserves better, in my opinion. But now I think about what the gameplay, I guess then again, it is what it is. I mean, they are just bare characters, and I'm not sure how many people are gonna use them now. Maybe a lot more because it's gonna be a wider audience for Tekken 8, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that is pretty much all the trailers for Tekken 8. There is technically 2 other ones now I think about it, but one of them is the story one, and I don't want to show that necessarily to you guys, and I haven't even seen it myself. I'm trying to just saving the story for myself, even though a lot of ads are just showing all the story pretty much. I'm gonna try to avoid those 2. And the other one is just talking about the Ultimate Edition, so that's pretty much that. You get a golden suit or whatever, but it's nothing really too crazy to be really shown here, in my opinion. But with that news, there also was the Tekken 8 demo that dropped as well. And it was on PlayStation first, and I think it took about like maybe 2 weeks or 3. And then now you can play it on PC and Xbox. So yeah, that is pretty much all the current news for Tekken 8. And also the characters you can use in the demo are Jin, Kazuya, Nina, and Paul. And you can choose 3 stages. It's the I can't remember the names. I think it's the Urban stage, the June stage. I can't remember the name of it either, and like the Shrine stage. So just those 3 stages. You can do versus, so 2 players, and just practice with your friend or whatever. There's no practice mode. There is a story mode for the first chapter. I have not played that either, but there's a few options. And you can also do ghost matches, so you can fight people's ghosts that are playing the game currently that got early access, I think. Because I'm like, how are all these people playing these games with all these other characters? How do you get all these ghosts? Because some people have it early. I'm assuming that it has to be that, at least in my head. So, yeah. So that is pretty much all the Tekken 8 news. Next up will probably be MK1 with the Quan Chi trailer and Chameleon, because you know she's included because she's cameo. I'm not gonna lie, Quan Chi trailer did him fairly alright. You know, he doesn't have any of the same insane MK9 and 10 stuff, but they actually kind of changed it around a little bit. He feels like more of a sorcerer for real instead of a combat mage. That's what he kind of felt like before in I want to say 9 and 10, but I don't mind it. He's actually a zoner, and he came out in December as well, and his game plan is not too bad. I will say I don't think he's bad, but if you do use Shujinko on him against him, he's kind of cooked. Like, that's a good counter against him from what I've been seeing, especially like with some honeybee clips. I'm like, wait, you get his cage stuff? Well, you're kind of locked in for a full combo. Then you're done for. So it's like it's a kind of interesting. I don't think he's necessarily bad though. Like, his range is very, very good. He can hit you with I think it's forward 4, which is like the teleport kick behind you for a good combo and stuff like that. So he is valuable, but yeah. And when it comes to Chameleon, I just need to see more because she does not come out until like January, and they've still not given her a full release date. I don't think. Maybe they have on Twitter, but I don't think they have so far. So we're kind of just waiting on that. But overall, you know, it's not been bad. And also there was like a cool update 2 for MK that happened, and they did actually buff some cameos and stuff like that too, and a few characters like Sub-Zero is actually a lot more playable now because of his I think his back 2 got buffed. I can't remember necessarily how, but you can tell the huge difference because his damage is actually really solid now, and how the way you can link and stuff with combos and cancel it is very valuable. So that's so far the news from what I remember from MK, but that is pretty much it from MK. Pretty short, right? Next will be Grand Blue. Now, Grand Blue came out in November, but they actually have 2 trailers that have come out as of recent. One of them is a 2B trailer, which was, you know, not really for me. I know everybody's like really excited, but I've never been a 2B fan or near Automata fan, so it's like but it makes sense because of the crossover, because, you know, 2B is the only crossover I think she's had was probably with Soul Calibur, maybe another thing, but that's all I remember, and it fitted well. But this fits a lot more because it's anime, and she kind of, I feel as if it will go more to that audience, so it's a good crossover. I like it. I think she costs like $8, and then after that there was another character. I think his name was Lucius, I think that's how you say his name. Now, he looks pretty cool, but I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of his gameplay so far. I would need to see more of it in motion, because he kind of just looks like Beelzebub, but with swords. That's kind of what he looks like to me, but I don't know. We need to get the full picture of what else he can do. I will say I do like his voice. I think his voice is Ghetto for the sub for JJK, so that's pretty cool. I actually do like his voice, but like appearance-wise and all that, he looks cool, but I need to see what he can fully do in game. Like, I need to see someone actually use him and not a trailer to see what he can really do and make me actually curious about him. But then again, I don't have the game yet because a lot of games have come out. I'm running out of space for my console. I'm not going to lie to you, but that's okay though. But that is pretty much the news for Grand Blue. Next up, we're going to talk about Guilty Gear because I'm just going to roll with the Arc System Works stuff here. Is Guilty Gear news for Elfelt. She got a trailer. And yeah, but we already knew that was coming because it got leaked even before it was going to be shown at the Game Awards, so we already knew all the information pretty much. But yeah, either way, trailer, I'm not really a big Elfeld fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like her. I really don't. But I do like the idea of what they're doing here. Instead of her being an idol, she's a rock star. That's fine. That's kind of cool. Will I use her? That's not gonna happen. But she does not look too bad gameplay-wise. She does look pretty good. I have not really seen any Guilty Gear gameplay as of recent. I've just been looking at MK, Tekken, and Street Fighter, so I'm kind of closed out a little bit here, and SNK. But yeah, she does look pretty fun. She came out, I believe, December 8th, if I remember correctly. And yeah, but there also with the Guilty Gear news with her, there was another thing where they're like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a 3v3 mode, but that was also leaked too. That was gonna happen, but yeah, there's gonna be a 3v3 mode of this year, 2024. Now there was no release date exactly, but it will happen eventually. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm really curious on that. That's gonna make me get back on the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's also was a balance patch too that came around with her, and there are a lot of big changes. For instance, Sin was doing good. They kind of nerfed him down a little bit. He got a slap on the wrist. Some characters got butchered. I think like Kai did or something like that with his, I think it was Stun Dipper, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but I know some characters got slapped around a little bit for no reason. I don't know why, but yeah, a lot of people hopped on not Guilty Gear, Grand Blue after that, from what I remember. But yeah, but that's pretty much all the Guilty Gear news as of current right now. We'll move on to the next Arc System Work game, which would be Eunice 2, aka Under Night In-Birth. Now, there was a trailer for like the final character, like the boss character. I think his name is Kuan. I might be saying that wrong. Please don't roast me. But I've seen the trailer. I was really wondering what he was going to play like, because after playing the beta for the game, I was actually kind of excited for the game a little bit here. But it's kind of coming at a tough time, like 25th. That's not really a good release date, considering that Tekken 8 comes out the exact same day. But hey, that's just me. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, back to the trailer. I do like the guy's design here. It looks really cool. The only problem that I have with his overall look is that I never understood like the thing with anime characters in certain games. While they have like a whole bunch of swords on their back to prove like they're super strong, I don't think that is necessary. I'd rather him had a different weapon, in my opinion. But I don't know the story of the game, so yeah, I can't really say that all that stuff. But it looks a little too much, in my opinion, at least to me. I'd rather him have like something else. But hey, his gameplay looks cool. His design looks cool besides the swords. So everything looks all right besides the swords, honestly. So that's all I really have to say about him. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting the game because of Tekken 8 comes literally the same day as that game and another game that I really want to. So it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I might have to skip on that too. But then again, at least I guess Grand Blue is free to play at least, so I can probably get that. But eventually, so yeah. But overall, that's pretty much all the news for Eunice 2 as of current. So yeah. And the next news after that will be the Skullgirls news with Maria finally having early access, and she'll be coming out officially in 2024. So I'm not sure if that means with the season pass you get to play her early. I have the season pass, probably not going to play her because I only cared about Black Delilah, but still, either way, she is pretty much available for early access essentially. And how I feel about that is it's really interesting because at the end of the trailer, she said that she was the last Skullgirl. So I'm wondering, it's talking about story, but I'm wondering if she will be actually the last character for just the game overall, because it wouldn't make sense, because everybody's been waiting for this character for I say about years, honestly, because she is the Skullgirl. She's the name of the game pretty much, so it's like, is she the last character, I wonder? That's like my biggest curiosity about all of this. Her gameplay is pretty fine. I do think her having a GT Goku Spirit Bomb's a little nutty, because that's what she has. Like, let's not lie, that's what she has, so I'm wondering her potential, what that is, but yeah. That is pretty much all the news for Skullgirls, though, and it could be potentially the last news just for the game and series, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. And I want to hit it off with the technical last news, which would be, I want to say, Dragon Ball FighterZ with the demo coming out in December, so everybody knows about that. It ended, everybody likes it and stuff like that. I didn't play it, but I just wanted to mention it. And also, I want to mention it. It's not a fighting game per se, but I just want to add it in because it's an amazing, which is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Just want to talk about for a little bit, not for too long, so the video is going to end shortly. Is that I am really excited for it. I am only a little bit worried because the same people that made Jump Force are making it, which is I think the original company that made it, but Jump Force was very stuttery with the actions and movements, so I'm hoping that won't be the same for this game. We'll have to wait and see. The animations are cool. 17's in the game, which I'm excited for because it's my favorite character besides Gohan, so looking forward to it. I don't like how he has Super Electric Strike. I'm a little tired of seeing that move. Like, it's made up. Why is it even? You should have like a barrier punch or something, or barrier self-destruct. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that game, and the trailer was pretty awesome, and I can't wait to see more. I think in a few months, or this month. I can't remember when Dragon Ball Fest happens, but this happens really soon. So yeah. Unfortunately, also I want to mention there is no news for Street Fighter as of yet. I thought there would be at least at the Game Awards. Wrong. At freaking Christmas. Wrong. At the end of the year. Wrong. We are not getting that Ed trailer. Probably not until Friday, I want to say, or Thursday, because the Battle Pass thing for Street Fighters ended. So they normally do, like for instance for Rashid or Aki, they had like a thing for them, and I'm assuming that's going to be the next one. So Ed will probably get a trailer literally either probably tomorrow or the next day, or it could be potentially a day, but it's real soon. It cannot be over that, because I don't imagine Ed coming out in the 20th area, because that's where Tekken and Eunice 2 comes out and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm hoping that it's real soon. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Now, if I did miss anything, let me know down below, because, you know, it's a little hard getting all this information. Now, I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this series, because I'm not sure if people want me to or like it or whatever, but let me know down below if I should or not or whatever. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, night, noon, or whatever time period you guys live at, man, and I'll see you guys next time.